All right. Let's put this up. Good morning. Oh boy, do I look terrible in the mobile stream. Let me just make that window. I'm gonna make that camera a lot smaller and put me over in the corner. There we go. Nobody puts Addie in the corner. Only Addie puts Addie in the corner. Welcome. It's been a minute since I've streamed. It feels weird because it feels like I've had a little mini vacation from streaming. Okay, well, I think Matthew will be joining soon. Will be joining us at least in the chat room. So I'll have somebody to talk to. It won't be like I'm talking to myself like it is many nights, but it's early here. It's about 7 o'clock here on the East Coast. So what I am working on today is the ability to have basically just have a scroll window, right? And I'm going to put it over here on the right-hand side. And down here in the console, you have debug log message. You have debug messages that come through in the console. I kind of want an in-game thing, and this is there's a million other things that I should be working on the game, but you know what? This is what I want to work on today. I'm actually going to grab it. Matthew said he was going to grab a drink, which I think is a great idea. So I'm going to grab a drink. I'll be right back. Make sure everything is set up correctly with the stream. So let me come over here. So I want to make sure it's not accidentally private or unlisted or anything. Content. Live. Public. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I am streaming on, I'm streaming both the vertical, or the mobile stream and on the, and on the regular stream. I think this is the mobile. I'm gonna put this here. Let me see. Does it actually come? I'm trying to figure out if Streamlabs combines the chat. Mobile. Yeah, I'm gonna put this over here just in case. All right, so pop out chat here. That'll be the mobile. I know I probably should have got set up before I did all of this. Before I started streaming, but you know, it is what it is. I do have a new video for my travel channel that I need to get up. I think the editor that does the videos for me, I think he uploaded it to YouTube for me, so I'll have to check that. Okay. Oh wait, no, I want to do a pop-out chat because I want to be able to interact with the chat should anybody show up. But right now, we still have an empty room, but that's okay because I'm here and I'm happy about it. All right. Now we can stay focused. I was getting really distracted with the trying to do this off stream, and I was just getting too distracted, so I decided to stream. which oddly helps me focus more. Okay, so right now I am looking at this code, and this is kind of what AI is telling me to do. Let me get my AI set up over on the Good Boy browser, because right now it's all in the Naughty Boy browser. Okay, I think I can just do this. Yeah, that works because I'm logged in both. Okay, perfect. Matthew's here. Hello, Matthew. Good morning. All right, so this is essentially what is the right modern replacement for your creation. So AI originally told me to do something, and then the IDE was yelling, and so it told me to do something else. I find this weird, but wait a minute. Is that just the name of the game? It is the name of the game object. I forgot that game objects can have names. Oh, okay. But I guess this is. No, wait. What is this? Okay. Find any objects. Unity engine. Unity log interceptor. So that's something that I guess Unity provides as a way for people to kind of register their own. No, this is something the AI told me to do. Oh, okay. Okay. I see. Find any object. Equals null, because that's what it is. So it's basically looking for itself. And then if it's null, it's adding itself. Okay, so that makes sense. And then itself, it's multiple syncs, but I gave AI examples of what to add, and then, I gave AI the examples of what I wanted to use it for, and then it tried using it. It tried implementing those. The voice is quiet compared to the background noise. All right, let me change that. I'll just turn the background noise down some. Hopefully that's better. Mobile chat, also mobile layout needs a few tweaks. Okay, I see okay, here's a tweak I'm going to do. There, I think that's a good tweak. Wait, right? Nope. There, that's an excellent tweak. And then I'm going to center myself. I'll make myself even smaller. There we go. Tiny. Okay, perfect. I think. You know what? I'm going to check the mobile stream. Let's check it here, because I made myself so tiny. Let me look. All right, live. It's going to be this one. Yeah. Oops. Oh, look at this. I'm going to check the mobile stream. Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty tiny. Oh, but this is like, okay, so this is a little messed up. Okay, so I don't know who Rajesh Palaya is, but okay, let me move this over here. I wanted to work on my game, but apparently I'm getting stuck working on on the layout of the mobile stream. Okay, so let's see. How do we... Oh, there we go. Okay, so I can do... I don't know what that is. Are you sure you want to remove recent donation? Did somebody send me a donation? Nobody sent me I don't even know that you can send donations. Okay, I'm just going to... No, wait. No, that's not it. What is this? It's not moving. And it's like it's endless. Like, look, I'm dragging. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now, how do let's see, display capture. I think I locked it. Yeah, I did. Okay. So I can move it up. Here we go. Perfect. And I can center it. Perfect. So the center of the screen is on mobile, and I am really tiny. I think, actually, I'll make myself a little smaller here too. Okay. Okay, we'll go tiny. Okay, I think that's good. All right. Okay, so the tweaks should be over, Matthew. You should be happy. Your OCD should be satisfied. All right, let me switch this over to my monitor. All right, there we go. Perfect. Okay, now. Matthew, now you're going to get me checking this too. All right, let me see. Maybe not Shore will join us when he wakes up. Okay. And please like the stream if you're listening. Okay, there I am. I was going to say, oh, there's 2 people watching now, but then I realized I'm one of them. Yeah. Okay, let's concentrate. So the AI was like, okay, well, he gave an example of wanting to use this as a log sync and a memory sync, and so it created a log sync and a memory sync, which is nice. But we'll test the file sync. I'm not going to test the in-memory sync just yet. But we'll start with the file sync because I think that's the easiest ones on which to see results. All right, so on disabled, I want to kind of just, I don't want to deal with the memory sync right now. I know that it's still enabled in certain places, but yeah. Okay. So on log message, so the thing that has me concerned is that let's see, Grok actually gave me much shorter code, and I like shorter code because shorter code it's simpler. Simple is good. Simple is an art form, and I do feel that ChatGPT has a tendency to overcomplicate things. I have noticed that lately. It seems to really be overcomplicating things. And I was looking for the code. Here's the code that I'll show everybody the code that Grok came out. Come on. There we go. Now, I guess in fairness, God damn it. I guess in fairness, this is incomplete code. It's not a complete class. Oh my God. I'm trying to get, okay, never mind. I'll do it this way. But I mean, stream. Yeah, but then I tried placing this in and it gave me error. So let's just ignore that. Just forget I ever mentioned that. Okay. So I'm going to assume, okay, so let's look at the file sync, and I want to put this somewhere really simple, but I'm wondering if Unity will need permit. Well, that's more of a Mac thing. I mean, so what I mean when I'm a Mac thing, so like on Mac, if I run a new program, I often get dialogues that are like, this program wants access to your desktop. This program wants access to your downloads folder. I don't really see those messages on Windows. I guess the equivalent on Windows is like when the whole screen goes blank and I'm like, do you want to run this program? But that's actually not really equivalent. That's actually giving that application more permissions, more entitlements. But because what I want to do is I want to put this somewhere simple. The place I want to put it on the desktop, honestly. I guess it doesn't matter. Desktop. Yeah, okay. So I just wanted to make sure that is the folder. So we're just going to copy that. And here we go. Oh my God, stop AI. Stop auto formatting. Stop. Oh my God, stop it. All right. So we'll put it in here, and literally I'm just going to, it's path combined. All right. Isn't there a way to do literals? And what I mean by that is okay, so Control C, it just escaped it for me. All right, fine. But if I had one colon, there's a way, one slash, there's a way, or is there, like many languages, they have a way where you say this string is literally what you see, so that is not an escaped uppercase U, that is actually slash uppercase U. And I think it's like, I want to say this. Is that correct? No, wait a minute. I'm not getting any red squigglies. I'm not getting any red squigglies. Okay. Let's ask Grok. Is there a way in C# to define a, I'm going to call it a super literal string. For example, string s equals, right? I want, normally C# would see those as escaping the next character, but I want the the slashes to be in the string. How? Let's just say how. How'd that work? How'd that work? Verbatim. Oh, verbatim string literal. Okay, so I was right because I'm a genius. So it is actually just the at symbol. Okay, perfect. So, yep, AI is trying to tell me game.log, which is fine. So literally, we're just going to output this to see if this will work. Okay, so this is not everything I need to do, though. Let me pin this. Because I need to attach it to something. And then I think this, that will actually register it, I think. Let me see. Let me see what the AI says. I should actually read the manual a little bit. If not Shore was here, he'd be proud that I'm reading the manual. I'm trying to scroll back to the first message. Okay, Core, you can hook all. Use application log received threaded. Fires from any thread and application log received. Main thread only. Below is a drop-in production style handler that catches every debug log and exceptions. Queues them thread safely. Flushes to any number of syncs. Write file, push to UI dialog. Starts early so you can miss the startup logs. So you don't miss the startup logs. Okay. So that's essentially that's what I have on the left-hand side. And then how to use it. That's a key. Add nothing to the scene if you don't want to add nothing. Wait, what? Add nothing to the scene if you don't want to. The runtime initialization on load, which is this thing, method auto creates a Unity log acceptor before the splash screen, so early logs are caught. Okay, so this is a mono behavior. So I'm assuming I need to attach it to something. Use threaded if you want stack traces. Stack traces might be nice. Temporarily mute giant spam burst. You can extend Unity to it with a rate limiting filtering. Okay, that's fine. That's it. Okay, but the class, don't I need to attach it to some game object? Maybe I don't. I think you do. Surely I do, but maybe you don't. I don't know. Is there a way to have classes exist outside, or let me not exist, but to fire? Short answer, you don't need to attach it manually. Unity log interceptor is a mono behavior, so it does need to live on a game object to run, but your auto create method handles that at startup. Interesting. Okay. I'm ready to believe. Let's look at this. That's a neat little. So I guess this tells it to run this method, and then this method creates itself as a game object. Okay, and attaches it to a Unity log intercept. Oh wait, no. Add component. That's what I'm. It's just adding itself to the game. That's interesting. What in the holy hell, over-engineered hell, is Grok trying to? So this is ChatGPT. But this makes sense. This makes sense, and I don't think this is not. If this works, it makes sense. I don't think this is necessarily over-engineered either. But you got to remember that ChatGPT was trying, because I asked it. When I asked it. Well, we can look. We can look at what I asked. There's this. Oh my God. There's this Commanders YouTuber that I really like. I really like him. I watch him during this. He streams. I mean, he does videos all year long. And I tend to, after the season, I tend to tap out. But during the season, I watch every video he has. And I'm sure I'm not the only person. But I really like him. I watch him often. But it's always axe. We got to axe the players to do this. We have to axe them. Jaden Daniels needs to axe his front line. And I'm just like, oh God, please. Oh, it's so cringy. It's so cringy. I can't stand it. It really, it's like nails on a chalkboard. I know he doesn't care, but I mean, not that I've ever said anything to him, but oh my God, it's literally like nails on a chalkboard. I'm trying. Let me find a video of his, but no. But his name's Louis T. I like him. I like him, but I cannot stand the axe. Louis T. He always says the Louis T Network, which I think is kind of funny. But he's
this week's game. I know some of you absolutely abhor the idea.
Trying to see if he was going to say axe anywhere, but oh God. Anyway, new subscriber Kinsley 6 minutes ago. Oh, I'm sure that's not a bot. I'm sure that actually is a real live person. Okay, let's see if this works. I'm super curious to see if this works. Let's attach it. And this is not good. Okay, but I'm wondering if the debugger doesn't know that this means it will get ran, or maybe it doesn't. I mean, or maybe the IDE is correct, and that it's not going to get run. But I guess there's only one way to find out. All right, come on. Ooh. Okay, let's go. Come on. Come on. Oh my God, Windows is so slow. I mean, well, this computer, I thought this was a nice computer, but I mean, it is. It's a fine computer. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Okay. I hear you. All right. So now we'll set a couple other breakpoints just to see. Excuse me. Okay. I'm not going to bother with the update. Okay. Yeah, and we'll see if it adds the syncs, which it's getting ready to do. That should work fine, right? Because it's going to add a file sync here. Oh, is that... Where's log to file set? Log to file true. Okay. I mean, that kind of thing I'm going to remove from this class, but right now I just want to see if this shit works. Okay, let's make sure it adds the sync. All right, so, yep, it adds the sync. So it is, okay, there we go. On log message received. Box Collider does not support negative. Okay, and then stack trace none. Type warning. This works. This works really well. Okay. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. So let's commit and commit often. I mean, your code. Other things, don't do that often and take your time. All right, let's see. Stage all. Let's see. Okay, so we got this. We got this. Okay, let's create a branch. Dev logs 1. All right. AI code works. So yummy. All right, a little treat. All right. Okay. So now let's clean this up a little bit, right? Because there is like it put the sinks in there, like it's automatically creating sinks. I don't want it to do that. I want to add the sinks external. Oh, do I? Do I? This is interesting. Well, okay. Actually, no, because I was going to say it's interesting because since it gets initialized so early, how would you get any setting if you were to set where the log file was? And I just realized I didn't even look to see if the log file was created. Let's look. I have a lot on my desktop, so don't judge me. Game.log. It has 0 bytes, but I did not close it. I did not flush it. Now, it would get flushed, obviously, when the program quits, but we don't even have a way to quit. Oh, my God. Am I about to pivot to the... I'm about to pivot to the exit, or to the pause menu. No. We're not doing it. Actually, we're not even going to do the file sync. We're going to do the dialogue sync. Now, this is an interesting... Now, I just thought of a problem here, okay? Because I know a little too much. I know a little too much about logging, but if we have a dialogue that we display these log messages in, we are only going to get the log messages from when the dialogue was instantiated. Now, this is similar to one of the applications I work on at work, where you had log messages that were generated at start, like pretty much like right after you enter the main. Like then there were like there's, and what I want here is something similar, but there's a log message that says, program X version 121 started on Windows 11 version 111 at such and such time. Although you don't need to add such and such time because that's going to be on the log message, or on the header. You'll see. So you have that message that's very early on. However, you still have to load. At that point, you haven't loaded the log settings, right? Because you want to actually say loaded log settings from file settings.xml or whatever it is, right? So you actually have to load the log settings to even see what your logging is like. So it's kind of like a chicken and egg thing, right? Because the logging messages, you want the logging messages to log from the very beginning, but you don't get the settings to the log until after the very beginning. So what do? So the way we solve this, and this is where the memory sync comes in, the way we solve this at work is when the program starts up, the very, very, very first thing it does is it creates an in-memory logger. So any log messages go to this memory buffer. And then by the time you have loaded the settings for where you want to write the log messages out, then it basically just takes those log messages and pushes them to wherever you want them to go, and then it destroys the memory buffer. I think we can do something similar here in order to get the messages that are at startup displayed on the dialogue. Now, this is probably overkill. This is probably not needed and probably a little bit of overkill. But you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. Why? Because nobody's paying me. Well, you guys are paying me with attention. But I trust that you trust me enough to be entertaining. All right. So we're going to do something similar, and it's interesting because, well, it's not interesting. Okay, but this is a nice little thing to know. Did you know this, Matthew? This runtime initialization on load method, that's actually really handy. Okay. And then what else do we have? So what this log, so Matthew was saying this is over engineered, and here's why, and I think I know why you were saying that, but maybe I wasn't clear on what the class is doing exactly. So basically it's a log interceptor, and then it allows you to add various log sinks. They're typically called sinks. Maybe you know this, I don't know, but to anybody that doesn't know, so a sink, when you're talking about logging, a sink is like, you throw, like I have always thought about it, like you throw everything in the kitchen sink, right? That's one of the sinks. Basically, it's a destination for your logs. So here we have two. We have the in-memory log right here. We have the in-memory buffer sync, and then we have the file log sync. And that's very self-explanatory, right? One writes to the log file, and one writes to a memory buffer. And that's nice that we already have the memory buffer, because now we can do what I was talking about. So I don't think, but in order to support that, this supports, at least I assume it does. I mean, it looks like it does. We haven't tested it, but this supports multiple syncs, right? Just like we have the file sync here, and we have the in-memory buffer sync. So the only thing I'm going to change now is I would rather have both syncs added to the logger outside of the logger's initialization, right? I would rather have some external class say, hey, file sync, hey, memory sync. Just because, kind of for like the reason that I described at my day job, because the configuration because look, the AI, because how do you get the configuration for something that's initialized before you load the configuration? So AI just hard coded it. We're not going to hard code. We're better than that. I mean, we like to pretend we're better than that. So anyway, I'm going to remove, but I think the in-memory sync is good. But let me see. I wonder if the AI was clever enough to have some type of like rolling out. What is it? A circular buffer type of thing? Well, I guess it's not really a circular buffer, but basically just yeah. Okay, capacity 200. Okay, per concurrent queue. Okay, is that a collection? I guess it's thread safe. Oh, okay. All right, interesting. You got clear copy. All right. Okay. Let me delete some emails. Check my messages. Okay. Alrighty. So we can use trim oldest. Is it trimming the oldest? It is trimming the oldest. Okay. If try DQ. This is trimming the oldest, right? While buffer count is greater than capacity, try DQ the latest. I'm guessing that's what that does. Yeah. It's a queue. It's a queue. So it's like a first in, first out. Yeah. Okay. I don't think you need this if. I don't like that if. Trim oldest. Okay. So snapshot to array. All right. So that's just so you can look at everything. Now, can you remove a sync during runtime? And is that thread safe? Syncs is a system collections generic list. So it's just a regular list. Is that thread safe? Do we know if that's thread safe? Let me see. In C Sharp, is this thread safe? No. Okay, well, is there a thread safe version of list? Use thread safe collections. Concurrent bag, queue stack. Okay. So the list, let's see what we got. Well, it doesn't matter if it's first in, first out or what. I mean, like, that doesn't really matter too much. I think we could unordered, great for add remove. We're not doing a lot of add removing. We're doing a lot of iteration. So which one would be, okay. Which thread safe container would be best for iteration? It doesn't even have to be ordered. Immutable array. No. But it is not immutable. No. Stop. Oh, wait. Iteration, yes. No. Oh, no. Performance-wise. I need a thread safe container optimized for iteration, but order is not important. Also, the container may change during runtime, but if it does, it won't be often. All right. Best choice immutable array plus atomic replace. Oh, no, this is more complicated than I want. No. All right. I think we're just going to go to, well, shit. Concurrent queue. Excuse me. Okay. Immutable array, best for thread say. Okay, so that's just iteration, yeah, but immutable means can't change it unless I've forgotten the definition of immutable. All right, let me see. All right, wait, there's performance-wise, I need a thread safe, but it does. All right, best choice immutable array plus atomic replace. I want to see this fast iterable collection. Okay, it's telling me that items can change. Wait, what? It's literally saying that. It's literally saying that this object can change, like in any thread, like as you're iterating it. But it's called immutable array. I don't understand. Thread safe read, no lock. Okay. Rare update. Interlocked exchange. Okay, so that's like so in C++, it's been a while. God damn, it's been a while. But you have like you have atomic swaps, and that's essentially what this is. Add. I don't want this. Collection. Oi. Matthew, where's your suggestion? God damn it. Maybe I'll use concurrent bag. Bag equals new add. Pros, simpler, fully concurrent. Cons, slower iteration, non-contiguous memory. Okay, well, let me see. I'm tempted to use concurrent bag. Keep in mind the collection will have very few items, maybe 3 to 4 at most. Oh. With 3 to 4 items, concurrent bag is perfectly fine and actually a great choice. You can stop overthinking it. That's what I was doing. Tiny thread. Okay, perfect. Usage, perfect. Wait, why is it? Wait, what? And you can stop overthinking it. Why concurrent? Recommended code, simpler and safe. Why am I implementing my own? Like, why does it have me? What? It's like telling me that is a weird thing. That's a weird AI thing because it's basically taking a class and the ways that you normally use the class and say, hey, let's put those ways in another class for absolutely no reason. That's just bizarre. My suggestion could be wrong because I'm not sure of the end goal. The code to hook into Unity log at runtime is very short. It's all extra stuff you're doing. I'm not following. All right. What are you not following? I'll explain it to you. Okay. I think I'm just going to use concurrent bag. I think concurrent bag will be what we use. So this will get replaced with concurrent bag. But wait a minute. This says it's read only. Let's think. Read only is read only, isn't it? It can only be updated in the constructor. Yet this was definitely updating it in on-enabled, but is on-enabled called from the constructor? Like, is there some mono behavior constructor that calls on-enabled? Okay, I gotta ask AI this. This syncs and everything. I don't see the purpose. It's for logging. It's for logging. So I told you I want a different destination for the logs, right? Like, okay, first of all, like the example you wrote in Discord where it was like player log, I don't want that, right? I don't want a separate API for logging when you have a perfectly good API for logging. And actually, other components are going to use debug.log because that's what you use. Those are the logs I want to capture. Okay, so first thing, how does this add to the player experience and all that? Just throw that out the window, right? Like in terms of like, how does this add to the game? Throw that out the window. I mean, like I can make an argument. Well, if a player encounters a bug, we can tell them to, turn on logging, and now they can see it and that kind of thing. Okay, but just throw that out the window. Okay, like the utility of it. All right, let's just concentrate on the implementation of it. So if we throw all that out the window, are you still confused? If so, let me know and I'll continue because maybe you're thinking a little too much about the utility of what we're doing and what purpose it serves. Let's forget the purpose of it. Let's just talk about the implementation of it. Sleep Dev says, hi uncle. Are you Thai? Windsurf and Fasten Up development. I use them frequently now. Or you can use the GitHub Copilot. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so, but I'm super confused as to how this list is marked read. Oh, I know what it is. It can. And here's the reason why it can be modified outside of the law. And I remember basically the contents of the sync can be modified. What is read only, so if you think about this is my understanding, at least this could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's right. If you think about syncs as a reference, it's like a reference that is referencing this new collection. This read only says you cannot have syncs point to another different collection, right? So I bet you if I did, let's test my theory. We can take this and I can put this on enabled and I put this here. Is it going to give me, yes, it gives me red squiggly because it's read only, right? A read-only field cannot be assigned. So it's assignment that is read-only, not the actual contents. Okay, I need to keep that in mind. Oh boy, I am thirsty. Thirsty, thirsty boy. So like I said, the utility and the what does this add to the game? Just forget about that. Forget about that, right? This is kind of one of those things that like a programmer wants to do because it's fun. Because this is I enjoy this kind of programming. Or I enjoy programming, but this is just something fun and easy I thought I could do in a day. Yes, I can ignore the utility. Maybe I just can't wrap my head around the sync. I understand separating log types, but Unity passes log type. It's not about separating log types. It's about log destinations, right? Logs, when you do a debug log right now, think of it. I mean, this statement may not be entirely true, but let's just think about this for a second. When you do a log debug, like a debug.log star, log warning, log error, whatever, right? It goes to the console window. It goes to the console window, right? You with me so far? So the console window is a sink. Another, like I never liked the name sink, but you could think about it as output or destination. Basically, the sinks are where when the program sees a debug.log message, where does that debug log message get put? Where does it get written to? Where is it outputted? Right? So the console window is one. That's the one we use. So now a file would be another output. The dialogue on the window on the game screen is another output. That's three things I described. Those are three sinks. So basically think about it like this. Like if you were implementing it from scratch, and this is what's happening kind of here. If you implement it from scratch, it gets output to player.log and builds too. Okay, that's another sync then. I mean, that's another sync. And so there's multiple syncs. That's all it is. So there's some code somewhere that when you do debug.log, and then a message, that call, there's some code somewhere where basically it's looking at each place it needs to output. Oh, I need to put it here. Okay, let me write it to player.log. Oh, I need to put it at the console. Let me add it to the console one. Like obviously it's a little more complicated and there might be like iteration might be different, but you get the point. It's just a text file of all log. Yeah. I mean, you get the point. But so all I'm doing is just adding another one. So now player.log is interesting because I don't want to reinvent the wheel. And so it sounds like the file sync might be reinventing the wheel. So one thing, let's see. My God, I really need to clean up my desktop. Look at this. This is ridiculous. This is a disgusting desktop. I'd kick somebody if they had this kind of desktop. I would reject this PR so quickly. Okay, well, let's see. All right. There's a lot of stuff I can just nuke. I'm just going through and nuking stuff. All right. Oh God. Yeah, I saw your log text file, and though Unity already does that chatter and mobile chat. So okay, so if Unity does that, that's cool. I mean, then we don't need to do the file sync. Let me look in the mobile chat. Oh, Tequila Adams, hi, said hi, 6767 in the console. I want to ask a question. Does making games worth it? So Matthew here in the chat room, he's a good person to ask that question to. So his games, like he was able to quit his job, and like now, like Matthew literally just travels around the world, like banging hot women wherever he goes, and now he's like sitting here. So like Matthew, this other guy, not sure, and I, we're in a private chat in Discord. And the guy's like sitting here, he's like sitting here, like sending us pictures of yachts. And he's like, which one? And we're like, what? And like, these aren't just like yachts. Like you see all these like YouTubers, like they have, like it's like a YouTuber and his wife or girlfriend and maybe a kid and a dog, and like they're on some like 30-foot like catamaran and they're just like sailing around the world. No, no. Matthew's like sending pictures like of yachts of like he's okay. I don't care about women, so whatever. You get the point. But these yachts that he's sending us pictures of, they require a fucking staff. Like he has to like, and we're like, "Are you going to drive?" Then he's like, "No, that's what the captain's for." Like, and then we start looking at captain salaries. Like these captains are not cheap. They're like 6-figure salaries per year, and that's just the captain. Like there's like literally 5 people that are going to be on this yacht for just Matthew. Like, but whatever. So like he's made tons of money from like 5 video games. It's ridiculous. And now Matthew's talking about how like AAA studios are like wanting to buy the rights to a couple of his games, and you're talking like 8-figure contracts. So is writing video games worth it? Absolutely. Like, I mean, if you look at Matthew like as an example, 100%. I don't know why this is taking so long to delete. What is going on? It's just calculating. It's because of this file here, which is like 14 gigs. All right, stop. And so Not Sure and I were like sitting there and we're like asking him like, well, hey, like, could this is the ridiculous part. So we're like, hey, can we like, come join you for like some of this? And like Matthew, he's like, you got to pay. Literally, he wants us to pay to like hang out with him on his yacht for a couple of days. So it's just ridiculous. Like but he was like, he's like, you can pay me in programming work, because he's writing another game, which he's saying he wants to compete with GTA 6, and he was pissed off because GTA 6, they pushed it back like by like I think another 6 months or so, and he's like, well, now I got to push my game back, because he literally wants to come out like the same day as GTA 6, thinking that his game is going to be bigger and better. So anyway, so yes, I mean, like Matthew really is living proof that like that you can live the dream. You can live the dream. Anyway. Okay, how can I get better, and where should I put my game? So I would say that like the way to get better is probably to like smoke a lot of weed and watch YouTube videos about programming, but never actually program, right? Never actually program. Just watch YouTube videos about it and you'll be good. Matthew says the yacht crew, what happens on board stays on board. There's no law, international, there's no law in international waters. So you're making another, so, okay, well, Matthew, so you're making another log sync that you can do like including, okay. So I was making 2 log syncs. I'm sorry. I was making 2 syncs. I was making 2 syncs, one a file log and one a dialogue, right? I just realized. But anyway, so because I was going to have one write to a file and then I was going to have one display on the screen. So, but now you're telling me that player.log already exists. So it sounds like in builds, there is already logging in the builds. I would be interested to, and that's actually what I started to do. I would be interested to see this logging in the builds. Let me look. Is the logging in the builds on by default? KS says it's 8 in the morning. Yes, sir, it is. It is 8 in the morning. I like getting up early. No need, no weed, just coffee and work. Okay, coffee and work and hard work, Maverick, and pretty soon you'll have a yacht like Matthew. Be sure to click and subscribe, Maverick. Be sure to click the like button on the video. Just click it, just like one time. Let me see. All right, let's see. The guy, okay, I mean, he hit the shoreline. So how hard do you think this thing could be broken? All right, let me see. Who is Maverick? Oh, KS. There's I'm dual streaming in the there's a mobile stream. So I'm streaming in the mobile, so there's a guy in the mobile stream. Hey Maverick, if you want to like join us on the desktop version, there's people, there's a couple more people in the desktop. So I just put you the link. Just put the link in there, boys. I gotta go potty, so I'm gonna go do that, and I'll be right back. You're in trouble, boy. You're in so much trouble. Oh my god. Oh my god, so much trouble. Ugh. All right. There we go. Look at this little shit. This little shit right here. You know what this little shit did? You know what he did? Tell him what you did, Muping. Tell him. Come on. Come on, speak. Come on. Let me see. He destroyed the toilet paper. He goes to the toilet paper and goes, like it's a toy. I had to buy these things that cover the toilet paper because he kept destroying the toilet paper. Do you have anything to say, Muping? You have anything to say? Come on, you're not going to speak? Oh, what was that? What? What? Sometimes if you just kind of hold him in a certain way, he'll cry. Come on. Say something. I do love his little pads. All right. I'll be right back. I'm taking him to his mom. Ugh. That boy. Come on. Ow. Okay. All right. I am back. So, like I was saying, Matthew, now that I know that there is a player.log file in the builds, then we don't need the file sync. We just need the dialogue sync. In which case, maybe it might be overkill to have sync support, but then again, maybe not, right? I could envision a future where you want to write logs to a database. I don't know why. Maybe, you never know what's going to happen. Maybe the game takes off and they want to add multiplayer support, right? So now you want to have a log method that is sending logs over TCP to like a server at home. Like a phone home service, that kind of thing. So that is the purpose of the architecture of it. The utility of it, meh. Okay, but I wanted to do a build, and I actually did do a build the other day on my Mac. Okay, what is this? What is this? Okay, the Mac builds worked. Build path contains a project previously built. Okay, so let's just do a fresh build. Let's just destroy it. I'm not sure. Yeah, why would it tell you which? Yeah, why would it tell you which folder? Yeah, why would it tell you which folder? All right, come on, let's be real. Okay, build profiles. Okay, Windows. How do I find out where it's writing the build? Like, literally. Oh my God. Unity is so fucking... I mean, it is... There are certain things... Unity is not universally shit. But there are a ton of things in this development environment that are absolute shit. Like, where is where is the output? Surely there is a way that tells me like where it's going to build it. Oh my fucking God. This is infuriating. This is infuriating. Usually clicking build will open the previous build folder. Clicking build. Do you mean in the menu? Because that just tries to build it. Doesn't tell you where. Doesn't tell you where. It just tries. It just tries to build it. And so then you go to, okay, well, build profiles, obviously. Oh, it tells you everything except where it's fucking generating the build. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Where in Unity can I see which folder it's right? Oh God. Where can I see to which folder? To which folder it's writing the builds? You need to install. Well, it's complaining. Okay, build settings, file build settings. I bet there is no build settings. No, there's no build settings. There's build profiles, which I'm already at, but there's no build settings. Okay, look at the platform list. Okay. Click the selected platform. See output path. This is infuriating. Where? Oh my God. Oh my God. I guess I can do this. I can do this, right? Saint Aveline. I have no... Okay, that's going to change the build. I don't want to change the build folder. Not yet. Okay, at least I know where. Oh my God. This is... Okay. All right, calm down. Calm down, Addy. Calm down. Follow me. Not... Okay. I'm following you, Matthew. You haven't told me to figure out where the build folder is. Like that... Like, I understand you're trying to address the problem, but I want to know where the fucking build folder is. Like, that's the first thing I want to know. And first of all, and actually, we don't know that that is the issue, because what it's saying is the error is saying the build path contains a project previously built, right? Previously built with Mono 2x scripting backend. The current the current setting is for IL2 CPP. But this is... Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. So it says select clean build. There must be a clean build somewhere. Why are these? Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. All right. Install IL2CPP module first in the hub. Build folder is wherever you set. Oh my God, build folder is wherever you set it to. Can't see it through Unity without the build option, which is disabled because. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's awful. That's awful. That's just terrible. That's just awful. But Matthew, the thing is, it's not telling me that IL2CPP isn't installed. I think it is installed because what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these build folders, and then I'm just going to do a fresh build, and let's see if we still get the same error, because I'm pretty sure it's not telling me that IL2CPP is not installed. I'm pretty sure it is. It's telling me that the previous build is basically conflicting. So, oh my God. Last known build location wouldn't be a bad idea. I do understand. It's fucking terrible. Oh my God. Okay. I'm calm. It's a Sunday morning. I'm calm. Okay. So it is it is giving me that error. So I'm pretty sure I installed that goddamn thing. Currently selected scripting backend is not installed. Okay, installs. All right. Manage. All right, where do I install this thing? IL2CPP. No. Okay. All right. Install. Let's see. Installed. All right. Oh, we got an alpha. All right. Where do we install this? You did it on Mac for Mac builds, not Windows. Add module. Add module. Installs. Official release. All. Settings, maybe? Add modules. Nope. Oh, wait, is it up here? Maybe it's up here. Documentation, switch theme, downloads, notifications, user menu. Okay. Nope. Okay. No, I see stuff over here. I'm determined to find this add modules without that. Remove, because I am... Okay, official release. I mean, I'm sure it's pretty much the same. Pre-releases. Nope. Add modules. Nope. All right, I'm about to look over on the other screen because I'm about to throw the computer out the window. Wait. Okay. All right, let me see. Okay, come back. Show, add command line arguments, set project display name. Nope. All right, I'm about to look right. Okay. Manage add module. Almost clicked on it a minute ago. Manage add module. All right, let's see. Manage add module. Manage. Where is manage? Okay, is that manage? No. Manage. No. All right. Okay. Installs. All right. Let's see. Install. Locate. Install. Pre-release. Oh, manage. This manage. Okay. Here we go. All right. There's manage. Okay. This is the one. Okay. Manage. Add module. Oh, nope. I didn't want that. Add modules. All right. Got it. All right. Here we go. Okay. All right. Windows. I can't believe I didn't install that. Okay. There we go. It's installing. We got it. Okay. It says I saw it too. I just went right past it. See? Can you imagine being me? You're frustrated watching me. Imagine living life like this. Imagine how infuriating that must be. Oh. Oh my God, close Unity. I did. It's closed. Did I install it? Did it install? I was over here looking at something. Install complete. Wait, that's Unity 6.2. Manage. Add modules. Let's see if it's already clicked. Okay, it's installed. All right, it's installed. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back here. Example log file in Discord, by the way. All right, let me see. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. That also... Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't like that. I mean, that's not enough. That's not like why. Yeah, that's kind of a shit log message, right? Like that's literally like that's literally the log message I would expect from a 25-year-old intern or like 25-year-old like PM that just graduated college and she's got her first job. And yes, she's female. She just got her first job at a game studio. And no, log files, they have timestamps, they have modules. Like this that I'm looking at is just like, I don't even know what this is, but I'm super curious because, but then I also got to remember that this is from a game that I'm not familiar with, right? This is not a game that I've written. And so I don't know what to expect from it. So I want to build and run. And I love how when you click, okay, never mind. All right, just calm down. I'm just going to let it do its thing. It's doing its thing. It's not. Yeah, it has everything. So a custom log file with the logs you want, I can understand. Yeah, well, it's not even that it has everything. I mean, because I think having everything is good. But, well, first of all, can you control what goes into that? Like, is there any pragmatic way, like through programming? Is there any code where you can say, you know, oh, I only want warning levels in here, like warning messages, or I only want error messages in here. Like that's what a typical log system does. It has log levels, and you can say, I only want error like in a production, right? Like in a production log, you might only have errors or like there's levels, and so errors and fatals. So you might have the log level set to error, which means an error in anything greater than will be written to the log file, and typically fatal is greater than. So if there's no way to do that, that's another thing. Not really. It's whatever Unity wants to log. Yeah, and that kind of sucks. So I see the use case for your error log only case. Yeah. Well, it's not even an error log, right? So like in what I just described, like in a production machine, like at work, our production builds by default the configuration file, because basically what happens is if there's no configuration file, like the first time there's no configuration file, so we'll actually generate a configuration file, the program will. So and by that way you basically put the defaults into the code, but the code actually writes out a config. Anyway, our default is warning. So a warning, an error, and a fatal. Everything else, those are the things that get written, but we also have info, we have trace, or actually, no, we have info, debug, and trace. Those by default will not get written to the log file. And so then if a customer has an issue, we can say, oh, okay, well, can you go in and change the logging to debug and restart and that kind of thing. Anyway, KS does not like the scary music. All right, well, I'm kind of getting sick of it too. We'll change it. We'll go to the old standby. This is a song I play often. I really like this song. I'm waiting for my beautiful wife to make me a sandwich. I'm hoping she does. That would be nice. All right, let me come over here. Okay, we're gonna wait for this. We're gonna wait for the. I think the last time I built this was it was the old Unity. You going downstairs, baby? Right, you gonna make it? You gonna go pick it up? Well, just let me know. Do you ever use the bathroom up here? I know. I'm streaming. But all right. But let me know when you're ready for me to order. Oh wait, no. Do you want me to do it online? Or you just go pick it up.
You do online, I go pick it up.
Why can't
I don't want to do a mistake on like last time.
Well, let me tell you. Let me just tell you what I want. Let me find the number, okay? I can find the number. All right. So my wife is going to go pick up McDonald's breakfast. But apparently, McDonald's breakfast is becoming like a weekend tradition. But I need to look at McDonald's. Which McDonald's are you going to go to? By Nay's house? Which McDonald's will you go to? Oh, the one that's across 7? Okay. And you pick up sodas too. There's 7-Eleven there. All right. So my wife, Matthew said hi. Are you going on vacation soon? Yes and no. I am going traveling soon. So on Saturday, this coming Saturday, so in 6 days, I will leave for California. I will be in San Francisco for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll be there for 5 days. I'll be in San Francisco for work. And then Wednesday, I will get on a plane and I will head to South Korea, where I will remain in South Korea until probably around Christmas. I'll come home like a day or two before Christmas. So, and I will be streaming, right? Like I'm not going to abandon you guys, because I know you guys, I know that I am a beacon of hope to you guys, that like I am the light of your day. So, so I will be streaming. I think, and the thing is I think it actually will work out pretty well. So if I look at my time zone buddy, which is actually the website's name. Oh, it's World Time Buddy. But I like this a lot because you can kind of like compare. You can kind of compare times. It allows you to see that. So I normally stream from 6 to 9 p.m., which when I am in Korea will be 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And that will be normal time for Matthew. Vlog. So, KS, I do have a travel channel. And actually that's the bigger channel. I can send you a link, youtube.com/Addy Goes Places. Actually, I have a new video that I need to publish on there. I haven't published in like a month or so, or actually I think it's almost closer to 2 months. So I am due for an update on that channel. All right. And actually, at some point today, because I have this. This is a DJI. It's a popular camera, which I kind of hate, but it is a nice camera. I hate using it though. So, but I use that. But I hated it so much. I hated it so much that I ended up buying basically the GoPro version from DJI. I bought that one. So, the cushion from my mic fell off. Where'd it go? Oh my God, where did it go? Ah. All right. So did it finish? It's still working. It's still working. It's going to take a little while. So, yeah, but if I stick to my normal times of 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that will be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday for me, right? Because it'll be 8 a.m. for me in Seoul, Korea, but it'll be 6 p.m. for UKS, and it'll be 11 p.m. for Matthew. And I guess when it comes to Matthew, I guess 11 p.m. is when I normally stream. So, all right, did we finish? No, we're still working. Maverick, you can join the Discord for help. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Matthew. Look at, wait a minute. I want to show you something. I'm going to find it off screen first. Oh, wait, I got to look at the McDonald's shit. Okay. Because my wife is like, oh, tell me the number. Tell me the number you want to order. Okay, so I want to look at the menu. I guess I could order pickup, but I don't want to do that. Oh my God. Just come on. Oh my God. I was looking at I was looking at places to stay in Seoul last night, and there was this one apartment that was really nice. Now, first of all, you got to Seoul is worse than New York City. It's huge. This is what I understand of it, at least, but it's huge and dense, right? So finding my requirements for an apartment are, the main requirement is bedroom and living room space has to be separate, right? If I'm staying there for a couple of nights, it's fine. Hotel room, fine. But if I'm staying for more than 4 or 5 nights, I need a bedroom and a bathroom. Well, bathroom obviously, but I need a bedroom and a living room. So I was looking for apartments in South Korea, and I found this one that I really liked. And the only way to reserve it was through the fucking app. And I was like, nope, no, I will just find something else. All right, I want to find the menu for this so I can tell my wife which number I want, but I think that's a little too much. I don't know. Our menu. Oh, come on. But see, it's not going to tell me which value meal. And my wife's English is not great. Oh, my God. Why is life so difficult for me? It's still building. It's still building. All right. Is this the right McDonald's? I think this is the right McDonald's. No, I'm just going to tell her. I'm just going to text her, and she's just going to have to say it. You travel a lot. I already saw your travel channel. I hope someday I go north and see the Northern Lights. They're beautiful. The lakes and the mountain lights, Alberta, Saskatoon, are beautiful too. Yeah, the Northern Lights. So the thing you got to understand about the Northern Lights is that the northern, the pictures you see and the videos you see online, the cameras pick up the lights of the Northern Lights much better than the eyes do. Now, don't get me wrong. You definitely see them. You definitely see the Northern Lights. But these pictures of these magnificent lights that are just lighting up the horizon and just oh my God, it looks like we're in the movie Avatar and it's amazing. No, you don't get that. They are pretty. You do get pretty. I mean, they are, but they're much more subtle than the pictures would make you think. I've seen strong Northern Lights and they're still very subtle. The cameras pick up a lot of light that the eye does not. But I remember a couple of years ago when I was in Greenland and I was going out with a friend to drink, and it was this was in the winter and it was a clear, cold night, and I look up and I'm like, oh my God. And they were strong that night because we're in a city. Well, it's a town really, but we're in a town, and if you can see them with all the town light, then you know they're strong. And so I look up and I'm like, oh wow, they're out. And she's just like, oh yeah. It was no big deal. Just yeah, she lived there. She was from there. Oh yeah. And I'm just like, oh my God. So anyway, I thought that was funny. I thought it's just interesting how these things that we find exotic, people are just meh. And honestly, that's kind of like all the traveling I've done. That's kind of the one thing that has, there's been a few things I've learned, but one thing that I've learned is no matter where, it's just going to sound so obvious, and you're going to be like, that's stupid, Addie, but whatever, I'm telling you anyway. But regardless of where you go, people are people. And what I mean by that is, regardless of what country you're in, people are worrying about bills. They're fighting with their wife. They're worried that their kid's not doing as well as they should be in school. They're worried about this breaking down. They're like it's just interesting how, like, you think about these places like northern Saskatoon. Like, there's this town I've wanted to go up in that's in Northwest Territory called Inuvik. I think it's called Inuvik, which is like way up north. And so I think of these places as like exotic, like, oh wow, like such an exotic location and blah blah. But I know also that it's just like, yeah, there's people there that are commuting to work every day. Oh, they got to go to the bank. They got to stop by the grocery store. Like, it's just, no matter where you are, it's just, life really is not that much different for people. Now, obviously, there are some people who are more destitute and some people that have it a lot better. There's extremes on both ends. But I think in a lot of ways, like, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just interesting. That's like I think that's been the biggest interesting thing. Like, that's been the biggest interesting thing for me. Is just it's hit home even more, the realization that just like life, regardless of where you live, is like very similar all over the place. And it's also interesting how when I go to these places, I like to stay in these places for an extended period of time because I want to get a feeling of what it's like to live in them. And I think that's always interesting because when I was in Fiji back in April, was it April? Was it just this year? Yeah, it was April. April when I was back in Fiji. And I just remember this one day I went to the grocery store to pick up some soda, and it was like a daily routine. And I just remember like walking in, and it was just like, I thought back to like the first day that I got there and I went to the grocery store and how like different and new, and like I was looking at everything. And now after like 9 days, I'm like, yeah, I got to go to the store. And it was just like neat because because I had this feeling of routine, and I like that. I like having this feeling of routine where it's like I live there. And because I did, I mean, now granted, I lived there for 2 weeks, but my mother, she travels, and she just is like, my wife is the same way. It's like, go, 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 go. Like, oh, I got to get up at 6 a.m. because I got to spend 3 hours on a bus because we're going to go look at some rocks. And it's like, and like my mom just loves that. Oh, I want to go. And it's like they ride around on a bus looking at the city and looking at the people like they're in a zoo. Like, they treat it like a zoo. And it's like, no, like I want to see what it's like to I want to see what it's like to live there. So, but it's just like my wife is just exhausting with the tours. It's just like, you know, I remember when we were in Finland a couple years ago, she was just tired. And I'm like, well, you can rest tomorrow. And she's like, no, I got to get up at 6 a.m. because we have to drive 5 hours because we're going to go see some park or whatever the fuck it was. And I'm just like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to sleep in, and then I'm going to go to the store, and I'm going to hang. Like, I don't know. My friend David, he yells at me because I go to these places and then I don't do anything. But it's like the things I do at home, for me, it's fun to do those things in other places. So sit on the computer, sit on the laptop and watch chess videos for 4 hours. Oh, that sounds wonderful. It sounds wonderful. I love that. And you know what I'm going to do in South Korea? I'm going to sit on the couch and I'm going to be on my laptop and I'm going to watch chess videos. Oh, can't wait. Can't wait. Anyway, going to try McDonald's too. Going to have South Korean McDonald's. It's going to be the craziest shit you've ever seen. All right, come on. Come on. Let's build a say. Check Lake Louise in Alberta. Mm. Let me see. That looks nice. That's actually not as far north as I thought it would be for some reason. So well, I've explored a little bit of Canada, but most of the places I've been in Canada have been on the east. Like I've been to Newfoundland, I've been to Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, PEI. My wife and I we went to Montreal back in March. She really liked Quebec City. I've never been to Quebec City, but she really liked Quebec City. And Saint Pierre et Miquelon, I was there a couple years ago. Saint Pierre et Miquelon is this is an interesting group of islands. And the reason it's an interesting group of islands is because, look, they're right off the coast of Newfoundland. They're surrounded by Canada, but Saint Pierre et Miquelon, they're actually French. They're part of France. They are like when I was there, you used euros to pay for everything. You had to get a passport stamp to go there. So it was interesting. It was. I really liked. I was in the town of Saint Pierre. I was on this island, and I wanted to go up here to Miquelon, but I wasn't able to. Which kind of makes me angry because I need to go back because if you see this is the tattoo I got when I was in Saint Pierre and Miquelon. And but it says Saint Pierre and then et Miquelon down here, which means I need to go back to go to Miquelon because I have a tattoo for Miquelon. I can't have a tattoo for a place I've never been. Saint Pierre Miquelon is French territory. Yes, it is. Yeah, we're on the same page. Yeah, I always thought that was interesting that it was like that this little part of France that's so close to the US. And they actually have direct flights from Saint Pierre. They have, which I think is wild. They have direct flights from Saint Pierre Miquelon to France. Let me make sure that's true. I'm pretty sure that's true, but let's fact check me. No. Okay, I'm full of shit. I guess they're not. There's another group of islands that I've wanted to go to up there. It's where is it? It's up here. So yes, this here, right here. Les Îles de Madeleine. I wanted to go here as well. I really like island communities. I like the smallness feel or the remoteness feel to it. You want to talk about remoteness? Like St. Helena was ridiculous. Like if my life should change drastically and I am free to live where I want, I would love to live in this little island called St. Helena in Jamestown. But the only issue with that is, well, other than the fact that I have a wife and kids, I mean, not kids, I don't have kids, thank God, but I have a wife and pets and a house and all that. But other than that, remove that from the equation, St. Helena has, you see these flights? So this flight to Cape Town, that's a seasonal flight that only is during, it's from November to March or something. Actually, it should tell me. From December to February. This is the flight that is all year round, right? Because it goes to Johannesburg, it stops in Namibia, Walvis Bay, and then to Jamestown. However, there is one flight per week from St. Helena. So if you get to St. Helena, you're there for a week. You're there for unless you got a boat. Check the pictures of the lake. It's so beautiful. Lake Louise, Alberta. Let's check it. Matthew says Manchester to New York is tempting. I'll check that in a second too. I didn't realize there was. Well, let's check it now. Actually, there's a flight from Manchester to New York. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. But let's check it out. So Manchester, don't tell me, Matthew. Don't tell me where it's at. I know it's somewhere like here. It's one of these, right? No. Is it? It's even further north. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so to JFK. All right, cool. Well, it's probably only like 6 hours. 8 hours. Okay. I was going to say 8. God damn it. I was going to say 8. But okay. I got it confused because you're actually fighting against the jet stream. That's why. But I bet the reverse is only 6. Let's see. 6.5. 6:45. Okay. Got it. Yeah. So, because going to Manchester, you have the jet stream helping you. Man, this build is surely taking a time. Okay, Lake Louise, Alberta pictures. Let's check it out. That does look pretty. That does look pretty. Looks clean. That's the thing I love about like the north. It's just the cold. The cold seems to be like this cleansing factor, right? Because the cold comes in, like when you get to places, probably gets really cold here, but like when you get to places like Anchorage, Alaska, or it gets fairly cold, but like Fairbanks, it gets really cold, or parts of Iceland, way up north in Norway. But when you get to places like that, it's like the cold comes in and it's like a disinfectant. It like kills everything because it's cold and nothing really can live in the cold. I mean, obviously some things do, but it kills like all the fucking bugs. Oh my god. That was the thing I loved. Like I love about cold places in the winter. There's no bugs. None. Oh my god. I can't talk for much long. I'm running out of things to talk about. Unity. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's taking so long. I guess I could. Okay. While we're waiting, I'm going to load up my bad boy browser. I'm going to look at the video that. I guess I should publish that video. I guess we can do that. Let's see. Content. Here we go. All right. Let me see. That's actually a good. That's actually a good thumbnail. I might leave that alone. Let me see. Fiji. Now, here's something that really pisses me off about Windows. Look at this. Look at this emoji. Windows or Microsoft, in an effort to kind of stay apolitical, to not offend anybody. I bet it probably had something to do with Taiwan, right? Because Windows being used in China. Well, no, you can't piss off the Chinese because it's a lot of people and you can't make them angry by showing like a Taiwanese flag. So Microsoft decided to just opt out of that altogether. So this FJ here, this FJ, like on Mac, that's an actual flag. That is the actual flag. But on Windows, nope, they will not render the flag. They just do initials. Let's see. Why doesn't Windows have flag emojis? Windows does not include flag emojis because Microsoft avoids them to prevent political controversy, as displaying certain flags can be seen as an endorsement of particular nation states. So that makes me angry. Making friends with Kava in Fiji. Let's see. T emoji. How dare a country flag be visible? How dare you? Okay. Description. During my visit to Fiji, I tried. Oh, it's playing the game. Okay, I tried Kava for the first time. Let me close this. It should close it as a draft. All right, perfect. All right, we'll come back to that later. Okay, here we go. Let me. I was gonna say, let me turn off the music, but there is none. Okay, now here is the test. Let's see if Matthew's fix actually worked this time. It did. It did. Okay. Does exit? Well, let's play it. I forgot why we did. Oh, for the play log. The play log. Okay, I was going to say it's not working. Okay, all right, all right. Okay, I added some things. Okay, I'm just going around. Let's see, because like these pictures, they change. I like this one if it works. Let's see if it works. Like, look. Now they're looking at you, and then you're like, wait, what? And now they're, but then now they won't do it. And then I have a timeout. I think of like, I don't know. Anyway, that's what I worked on yesterday. But okay, so I want to. Oh, I disabled everything. I'm just trying to think of things that might actually generate a message. Okay, let me go back to the boat. What happened to the sound? Is the audio source tied to where I equipped it somehow? Oh, those are pretty flowers. Where are those? I need to put those flowers around other places. What in the world? Okay, well that's a new bug. Should see the boat collider error. Yeah, I should see that at the beginning. And then I want to get on the boat. Just. Oh yeah, you must unequip. All right. God, what a great game. I mean, it's just a good game just as it is. Okay. Okay, we cannot escape. I just have to do Alt F4. Okay, so where is this player log? Is it in the build folder? Like, is it in the... I love living in a quiet place, or a quiet place where at night I can see the entire Milky Way and be surrounded by beautiful mountains and lakes. Yeah. I live right now, like right now, I live kind of like in a... It's not crowded, but it's not as quiet as I'd like. We're like not that far from the city, and it's actually a point of contention between my wife and I because I want to get out of the city. Like I want to get away from the I just want to go to a quiet place, and she's just like, but I want to stay here for work, and it's like it's a point of contention. Okay, let me see. So you said app data. All right, easy. I'm gonna guess it's in local. And then I don't know, where would it be? Where would it be? I have another way to find it. I'm actually going to do this with, we'll do it with Ubuntu. Wait, is it Achlore? What is it? Yeah, it's Achlore, right? Users. Okay, it's probably on local. Yeah. Is it? Let's just do. Is it capital? I forget how to do case insensitive find. And whatever company, well, that's working. Let's see if we can find this. It would either be Loz Apps or Dogfinger Studios. I see neither. Is it local or is it roaming? I would imagine, or local low. I'm not even sure what that is. Roaming, probably not, but it's worth looking at. I'm looking for it anyway. Oh, I'm looking for it in local. I guess I could also no. I was going to say I could look for the executable. That's not going to help. Faith No More? No. Obsidian, Off Studio, Paradox, Interactive QT, Ren, Telegram Desktop, uTorrent, VLC. Okay, I don't see anything, but I could. Oh wait, I'm in roaming. Okay, let me go back to local. Identity application. Oh, listen bit. Crash dumps, crash reports. Local. Oh, it's in local low. Oh, it is in local low. Default company. Oh, what is local low? I've never like. What is local low? I want to know what local low is. Unless logs were turned off in the player settings. I did not turn them off. I don't have player settings. Or then again, they might be turned off, I guess, in the IDD. In Windows, what is the difference between the app data folders? Local, local low, and roaming. I'm pretty sure I know what local and roaming are, but I don't know about, let me see. Roaming, store user settings. The data should follow the users across devices. Okay, roaming profiles like on a network. Okay, local stores machine-specific data. Local low, a lower integrity version of local used by apps running in protected or restricted modes. Oh, okay. Okay, so here we go. Let's open this and see what shit this is provided. I mean, I guess it's okay. It's not terrible. There's the anything else. I am curious. Okay, so it is logging like debug.log stuff, right? Let me see. So it logged this message. Okay. Okay, so Matthew, where in Unity is the setting? Well, first of all, are you when you say if it's disabled in the player settings, is that something I can? Is that something that I would have to like? Is it a code thing, right? Where like there's some like player settings object, and I can say and I can change things there, or is it an IDE thing? Possibly it's both, but is it an IDE thing too? And if so, where would that? Well, I guess there is a there is a settings, like it's project settings. I wonder if it's there. Log. Okay, so I do want to change some things. Like this should be changed. Saint Aveline. Version 0.1 is fine. Version control, no. Let's see. Other settings. Log type. Ah, here we go. Okay. Okay, we got some here. Log type. Error, assert, warning, log, and exception. So script only. So what is the difference between script only full and full, right? And also, why aren't these radio buttons? I'm going to turn full on. So I'm guessing I need to rebuild if I do full. Let's see. Capture startup logs. Okay. All right, let's do that. Let's do a full rebuild. Oh, what the hell? It's playing over here. Stop. No. Why are you playing over there? It was playing on this monitor. No. Is it because that's what I clicked? I mean, the last monitor I clicked? Oh shit. No. Stop. This is KS's fault. This is all KS's fault. For once it's not Matthew's fault, but this is definitely KS's fault. Okay. Nope, wrong folder. Okay, come here. Okay. Oh wait, did I build? It's still, why is it playing over here now? Stop. Why is it playing on that? Okay, okay. Why is it playing over there now? It's playing on the main. Because this is this monitor that you guys don't see. This is my private monitor where I have lots of corn on here playing during the whole stream, because that's how I get through a stream. I just have constant corn playing over here. That is the main monitor for Windows. But why? Let's see if let's load it up again. Let's see if I can just change it. I don't know that I can. Well, I don't know how I would. Will Alt Enter? Is Alt Enter? Let's see. Alt Enter does not window it. Oh, it does window it. Okay. So we'll come back over here and then Alt Enter again. There we go. All right. Press to start. Really need some music. I really need a loading screen. Come on. All right. Let's see. Come over here. I'm going to go back over. I don't remember if this is the thing that logs, because this little thing over here, it changes when you look away. All right. And then there's another one that changes when you look away. I like the other one's my favorite. I ended up spending $6 because this was I had AI generate this photo. And then if I look away and now they're looking at you, I couldn't get it to look right. So I hired, this pissed me off. I hired a guy to $5. All right. It was not a lot of money, but I paid this guy to basically Photoshop their eyes, which I think they look like the first guy looks okay. The women in the background kind of look like shit, but whatever. But then I didn't realize I wanted them all staring at you. The guy, the man up top is not, I wanted him looking forward, and I already accepted the thing. I accepted it before I realized he's not staring directly. I was like, God damn it. And then I tried doing it, and it just looked like shit when I tried. So yeah, anyway, that's the struggle I have. And then you look away, and then now their eyes are closed, and they won't do it again. They did do it again. Okay, don't do it again. Okay. There's a cooldown where they won't do it again for a little while. I think I set it for like 15 seconds. Anyway, all right, that should be enough. So I wanted to see with those new log options, did I build after those? I don't think I built. All right, let's build. Oh, I did. Okay, whatever. We're doing it again. Okay, now it's playing on this screen. I'm happy about that. I'm wondering what triggers it. What makes it decide that? Really need some music. I know what song I want too. It's a copyrighted song, but maybe we can put it in just for the development purposes. Okay. All right, so let's see. So I think these things still have logs. So this thing here, look away, it's sideways. Okay, come over here. Okay, this guy, we're going to look away. Now they're staring at you. Now they're not. Now they're not. Okay, perfect. Okay, that should be enough. All right, so come over here. Now we'll look at the logs again. If I change the project name, yeah. Okay, yeah. So, okay, I'm glad I remembered that, because I would have started yelling if it wasn't updating. Okay. This is good-ish. ish. Uping. Honestly. Well, okay. It kind of makes me angry that there's not a lot of info here, right? Like it doesn't tell you. Like I'm guessing this is the module, but there's no timestamp. There's also no log level, right? Like normally with log messages, you'll see something like this. You'll see the format can change, but you'll see something like what's today's date? 2020. Okay, that's fine. That one's going to use that date. And then the module, yeah, debug Unity module, and then finish processing. Like you'll see something that looks like this. My wife just got back with McDonald's. I'll be right back. Did you get me water?
In the car, I forgot to.
Okay, what's wrong?
It's mine.
Oh. Bacon, egg, and cheese?
No, that's it. I told you to order online.
You said bacon. All right. I'm chewing in your ear. I'm chewing in your ear. I'm going to try not to do that. $5 seems to be a good deal. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I do think he could have done a better job. He did not do a great job. But it is what it is. So the thing I'm wondering, well, let's see. It's actually maybe there's a way to change the log format, right? I mean, you never know. In Unity, it generates a player.log file. Is there a way to change the format of the messages that get written to it? Look at this. Each entry typically looks like this. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. That's what I want it to look like. This isn't what I want. And then it's telling you have a custom log handler. Write to your own file. Yeah. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm hungry. Women drive me fucking crazy. Crazy. Whatever. 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 Oh, no. Oh, this is what I signed up for when I got married. This is what I signed up for when I got married. Don't ever get married. Just don't. I know Matthew. Matthew's over there on the prowl. Like anything with boobs, he's ready to jump on. Like he's like every other day. Like if he's not on his yacht, he's just talking about, you know, women. Like it's constant. All right, what do we want to do? Because here's my concern. I don't want all this shit. Maybe we just abandon this altogether. Maybe we do. Maybe, or maybe we do. Maybe we do what Matthew did. And what I mean by that is maybe we have like a custom login mechanism. And it doesn't need to do anything with a file. And it actually doesn't even need to be like a debug log. It would be more like a player state log. So we'll do what Matthew did. And we're going to use a singleton. Just like Matthew predicted. Fuck you, Matthew. Alu, he writes, Linda Tribista, Simda, Tubihi, Karasta, Pignasta, Simasta. Uh-huh. I agree. Now, what language is that? Let me put it on the big screen. This is what this person wrote. Karasta, Pingmasta, Simasta. Tribasta. Is that even a language? That's a lot of asta at the end. I'm thinking it's some like Indian language, like some, and I don't mean like a Indian language. I mean a language spoken in India is what I mean. Let me see. Oh, wait, that's not what I was looking up. No. Get that off screen. Let's see if this will detect the language. No, it didn't. Maybe it's gibberish. Maybe he's not making. Maybe the person's just making it up. Hindi. I was literally going to say Hindi. The phrase appears to be written in Hindi. I was right about the Indian part. It's a romanization. Okay. A loose English translation could be the long one stands firm. You too endure it. The one that torments altogether. No idea. I was going to say it was Hindi. I literally, oh, well, Matthew, you're back. Oh, Matthew missed what I was saying. You missed where I was going. Matthew was right. I think what we're going to do is logging that's more like game events. Probably with a singleton. So you missed that, Matthew. So yeah, you missed it. I have no idea what this person in the mobile chat wrote, though. Yeah, no idea. I'm going to finish my breakfast and then I'm going to go get in bed and watch videos for a little bit. This is a very unproductive stream, so I apologize to you guys. Well, it wasn't unproductive because I learned about Unity logging, and I learned how terrible it is. KS, just create your own logger. That's what I just said. That's more or less what I just said. Where Matthew was right. So, I'm trying to find the message. I think it was in Discord where Matthew said something like, I smell blah, blah, blah. Maybe it was was it here? Yeah, wait, no. Matthew said something like, I smell blah, blah, blah coming up. And then I was like, no, that's not the pattern I want. And then, but that's now the pattern that's going to be, but I don't know where that conversation went. I thought it was in Discord, but, Anyway, guys, I'm going to eat my breakfast and then I'm going to go get in bed, hang out with my wife, watch videos and stuff. I gotta make sure that I do not run today. My legs are really sore. I need a rest day, but I really want to run. Like, so many videos and YouTubers talk about how important sleep is, and I have been sleeping like a champ. I mean, just absolute champ. Like, I've been sleeping so well. And now that I've been running a lot, I sleep even better when I've done a long run. And like, that's the thing that has been driving me to run like crazy, is because I know I'm going to sleep so well. And so anyway, but I can't run because I'm old, right? I'm old. I'm 50. And so my knees, I can't remember if I ran on Monday, but I know I ran Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm pretty sure I ran on Monday, but that's at least 5 days in a row that I've done like the minimum I've done is 3 miles. The most I've done is a little over 5. And, but it's like, I'm just like walking and my knees are sore. So I got to take a rest, but oh my God, I sleep so well. So well. So anyway, and it's bugging me that I'm not going to run today. It's really, really going to bother me, but that's fine. The 3 hours out with my friend put me to sleep yesterday, which is why I wasn't around on Discord. Yeah, no, wait, was this a female friend? Was this a female friend, Matthew? Was this a friend of the female persuasion? Anyway, no, lads, catch up. We did talk about women, though. Whatever. All right, well, you go enjoy your yacht. I did, I was talking about Matthew's yacht earlier. I did think it was weird that he called it the SS Sausage Party. So, I thought that was a little weird. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I may be back later. I'm not going to promise anything. But thanks for watching this stream. I appreciate it. KS, Matthew, anybody else that stopped by, I appreciate it. And if I'm not back later today, I'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. All right. Bye, guys. Wait, how do I end it? Oh.